Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome. And this is my channel Unsocial Butterfly because I'm not that social person when hundred of people are looking at me or listening to me and I'm the center of attraction. So that's why my channel is called Unsocial Butterfly, and thank you so much. I have 113 subscribers because of you guys, and it's very lovely to have you here in my channel and supporting me, and it's very encouraging. So to that, I thought I will create a small series of watercolor painting for beginners. It will be very easy step that you can follow even if you have never done anything with the watercolor, and you will find it easier to do step by step, paint along with me because I'm going to keep it in a real time, or you can do at your own pace. Come back to the video later, you let the step dry or whatever, however it works, or you just here to binge watch something you want to do completely something else in your pace or your hobby, then feel free to join. So let's get started. Here what I'm trying to do is a evening or sunset kind of scene, so that's why I'm painting the sky as a like a little bit reddish, but you can do a morning sky or any kind of sky. So after the sky I'm trying to put, because it is getting sunset, so the light is not that visible to capture the actual color of your mountain, so I'm putting a kind of like a purplish kind of color to the mountain to show that it is in complete shadow. The sun is setting behind the mountain and the mountain is darker in the front. The good thing about the watercolor is you don't have to get the right color or brightness in the first layer of painting. The watercolor, if normally it dries very lighter, so you can go by a thin layer of color, then let it dry. Then if you don't like the color, then you can go back and put another layer like I put in the sky, so that way you can achieve the desired color you want. And here for the water, I'm doing a wet on wet technique. I first wet the area I want to have my ocean or sea, then I'm just building up the color, because when the water is very far from us it will look darker, but when it is coming towards us, because it is foaming and making waves, so it will look dark, like a lighter. Always remember to keep your brush stroke very light, because I think it will come with the practice, but you will, as you practice, you will understand how much water your brush need and how much pressure you want to put. You don't have to press your brush with the watercolor too much into the paper. You have to be very light with the movement, and it will help if you practice the movement from your shoulder than the wrist, so it will be much better and much flowy for the watercolor than the when you try to pressure your hand and like a precisely you want to put somewhere, because watercolor is just the magic of water, so let the water do the magic instead of forcing it to do something. I hope it makes sense. Now you can see I created a sand texture, just leaving a small space between the water and the sand area, just to give an illusion of it is breaking the wave and making this foam kind of texture. So sometimes we leave the white space of the paper to do the magic instead of doing some extra work of putting masking fluid or white paint or something. So it's that simple. Then I went back to my mountain and darkened the color because I thought like it looks very very light. And now you see I'm just taking some dark green color and just making random movements of the brush to create some kind of grassy texture. And like if you think about you are very far away from the view and you are looking from another hill or something very high point, you will see all these big trees as like a small grassy kind of or point kind of thing. So I'm taking like a little bit of very dark or you can take black color, then you can just create a gestural kind of thing to suggest that there are these big trees, but because you are very far you are only seeing the patterns like patches, not like a complete tree, but you are seeing the sand also because some places the leaves are showing the ground. So that's way you can easily do the how to say the trees, the big trees. You can vary different kind of tree like a pine tree, like a coconut tree, palm tree, whatever kind of tree you want. I was just dabbing in like a creating some small coconut tree and mostly the very general kind of tree that you do your interpretation and fill the area and it will look like these are the big trees and you are very far away and you are looking at the view and it's looking like when you go there it is very greenery and you have this kind of very beautiful view. Now let the paint completely dry. Then we will mix a very grayish color to make a tiny boat and a shadow of it. So it's very simple. Draw a triangular kind of shape and then draw a triangular vertically to make the flag, and just put some water with it and just drag it down to show the shadow of the boat, and that's it.